Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Island Girl Shan, and if this is your first time here, welcome. Make yourself at home. Of course, while you are here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you have been with me since the long haul, thank you so much for coming back and for your continued support. And shout out to all my new subscribers. I have gotten quite a few new subscribers, so thank you guys for stopping by and clicking that subscription button because it really supports my channel and I really appreciate it. So today I am going to be talking to you guys about pretty much applying for jobs, like when to apply, like how soon to apply, what jobs to apply for, some of the stuff to ask during your interview, some of the stuff to look out for and listen for. I have recently been on several interviews. I have also been given several offers. I have accepted one so far. So yeah, I'm going to share with you what I did, how I approached the situation, and things that I did wrong versus things that I did right, what to kind of expect in an interview, and some of the stuff that we need to be asking, especially because I feel like they didn't teach me that in school. Thank God for my mentor. And that's one thing that I would encourage you to do is get a mentor, somebody that has been around the block, especially in the nursing game, that can look at you and say, that doesn't sound right, this sounds right, ask this, ask that. The question that I get all the time the most is people asking me, well, when did you start interviewing? To be honest with you, you can start interviewing pretty much anytime you want, but I would highly encourage you to interview closer to when you're graduating, probably in your final semester, if not soon before that, just because to me at that point it just seems like a little bit more feasible. The hospitals will take you a little bit more serious. Well, hospitals and facilities will take you a little bit more seriously because you're getting close to your exit date. And I started applying at the beginning of my last semester. That was in May. I still have a month, a little under 2 months to go. So, and I already got an offer. Another thing is, before you even start interviewing, of course, you're going to want to update your resume. I highly recommend you finding your career center for your college. If they have one, speak to your advisor and work on getting your resume to look like that of a graduate nurse resume. I did that. So I would highly recommend you do that because it's a little different. The resume has to look a little different. It has to have certain information in there. So I highly recommend you do that before you do anything else. Once you have that, the resume situated and sorted, you want to post it everywhere. You want to go on Indeed. LinkedIn is a big one, and Glassdoor. I really like Glassdoor because it allows you to read reviews from former employees and current employees, which to me is a good way to gain insight into a hospital, facility, company, wherever you end up going. So glassdoor.com, LinkedIn, and Indeed. And they all allow you to upload a copy of your resume so you can have it ready to go. The next thing is, I would also recommend you look for jobs that have new grad in them. You don't have to keep it to that parameter, but I just feel like I want a job that specifically is going for, because some of the jobs want 6 years experience, 4 years experience, 3. I don't have that, so instead of wasting my time to apply for a job that I'm never going to get, I would rather stick to applying for jobs that know that I'm a new nurse. I'm not saying you can't apply to jobs that want experience, because you never know, you might get it. But me personally, I would recommend you stick to jobs that know that you're a new grad. Then when you apply, I would recommend when the recruiters reach out to you, because they are, as soon as you apply, you're probably going to get a text message or an email that says, hey, this is so-and-so from whatever facility you apply for. I just saw your resume. I wanted to talk to you a little bit more. Is there a time and a date that I can call you? Usually within the next 24 to 48 hours, you'll get a 30-minute phone call. And at that point, The recruiter is going to ask you about what position you're looking for. So daytime, nighttime, and I would highly recommend you be honest. I told them days because I don't want to work nights. She's going to also ask you what areas, what positions are you looking for? Be honest. For it, I was very upfront with mine and it panned out. Another thing is ask them what their rate are, what they're paying. The recruiter can tell you, what are your rates? What are you guys paying? What are your shift differentials? The recruiter can tell you that because that's the person that works in HR that can tell you what their hourly rates are, what their shift differentials are, what their benefits are. Like I was asking all kinds of questions as far as, do you guys have tuition reimbursement? Do you guys have student loan forgiveness? Like I want to know. So kind of have an idea of what you want. So when you speak to the recruiter, you can ask the recruiter that, because you're going to go to the interview and try to ask the person that you're interviewing with. And what they're going to tell you is, oh, you have to speak to the recruiter. That's the HR person. That's the person that knows how much this job is hiring at. The next thing is ask about when you're in the actual interview. So after you've spoken to the recruiter, they're going to set up a date and a time with you. All of my interviews have been over Zoom, every last one. But if you have it in person, make sure you're there early, no perfume, show up in professional attire, show up on time. Don't wear scrubs. Don't wear scrubs. Professional attire, nice pants, a nice shirt, maybe a jacket, just professional, and be on time. The next thing is when you're in the interview with the director, nurse manager, whoever you're in the interview with. And I've been in interviews where it's multiple people. So there were like several charge nurses, a nurse manager, and a director in one. I had one where there were 5 people in. I've had one where there were 3, 2, 1. So don't be surprised if you're sitting in an interview and it's several folks that are talking to you. It happens. Also, don't be afraid to ask about the nurse-patient ratio. Like really ask about that. Talk to them like, hey, I'm not comfortable with working with 5 or 6 patients as a new grad, and I'm looking to you, verbalize that, because I don't want anybody to have the thought thinking that, okay, yeah, you're going to come in and you're going to dump 7 patients on me. I also asked about preceptorship, training, stuff like that, because like I said, you're not going to throw me into a mess. Especially, you're not going to risk my license or my freedom with how hard I work. So I'm asking, okay, what are your patient to nurse ratio? What happens if there's a day when we are just slammed? Will one of you jump in? What is the protocol for that? And they'll tell you. And listen, sometimes you could tell when someone's BSing a little bit, but you could tell sometimes when what they're saying is kind of genuine. So pay attention. Another thing that you want to ask is about how long their contracts are. Find out, is it a year? Is it 2 years? Because as a new grad, they feel like, we're investing all this money into you, so you're going to invest your time into us. We want some people are a year, some people are 2 years, some people are 3 years. Be sure to ask, because you don't want this to pop up on you after you've signed your name on the dotted line. Then it'll be a little bit too late. I mean, maybe not too late, but that's not the time. You want to know before and really think about it before you get yourself involved in that. You want to ask about parking. Is it a parking garage? Where is a parking garage located? Is there a shuttle to take you from all the way out in, the boonies to the hospital? Is parking free? Do I have to pay for parking every month? Like stuff like that. It don't seem like that big of a deal, but truly it is, especially when you have money coming out of your paycheck to pay for parking. Is it on-site parking, or do we got to park down the street around the corner? You know what I mean? Like, ask. I know it sounds silly, but ask, because that stuff becomes annoying quickly. So before I end the video, once again, work on your resume. Get a mentor. First thing, get a mentor. I highly recommend it. Work on your resume, update your resume, apply for jobs. You can start applying whenever you want. I recommend you start applying in your last semester. After you've applied and you've gotten a position, gotten a recruiter's offer to, you know, interview, ask the recruiter true questions. Ask about money. Don't be afraid to ask these folks about money. I mean, at the end of the day, come on now. These are things that you don't want to think about on the back end. You want to think about on the front, and you want to make sure that you have all your information before you make a decision. So that's pretty much it. I'm trying to give y'all as much information as possible. I'm trying to be as transparent with you guys. I'm trying to share information with you guys as I'm getting it. The next thing will probably be the NCLEX, but we'll get into that probably graduation before, and I'm gonna, you know, try to do a little video of my pinning ceremony and my little graduation. But yeah, I wish you all the best of luck. Shout out to the guys that have reached out to me. You guys can DM me. My Instagram is island_gal_shan. So feel free. A couple of y'all have like reached out to me via DM on Instagram, and y'all know I'm really good about responding. So feel free. Or if you want, just drop a question down below. I'm good about responding. You guys know that. So, you know, until next time, I wish you guys the best of luck. And yeah. All right. So until next time, bye.